military conference room with my dog. Sean comes to visit. We're having a nice talk. He leaves. My dog gets up and she's growling. And I'm like, my dog doesn't normally growl, service dog. And I'm like, what the? And I get up and there's a chicken. During the day, in the window, a blue chicken. The whole getup. And I'm like, what the? 911. Sean, dressed as a WWE chicken. I swear he's in the, I have the picture, he's in the window like this. And my dog is like, I need to bite that and I'm like, yeah, please. Because, where in your life, I've been all over the globe. I really have. I've been to Japan, South Korea, South America, all over Europe, Asia, and I'm like, I have never had anyone dressed as a flippin' chicken. And then, and my poor dog, she's ready to bite him. So then he did go down to the Lincoln WWE for the wrestling match and made the news.
Go Sean!
Front row seat.
So Sean at the mental health facility is considered special.
Mother always tells me that. So.
And I know he did. Our son's special. Special K. Who said that? No, which one did you say? You didn't say Special K. Tricks. When I worked as a sheriff deputy in Florida, Dayton Beach had a lot of tricks. A lot of girls doing tricks. Yeah, a lot of arrests in those days. Not every one of them was a woman. It's a very different time in 1988 in Fort Lauderdale with being a cop. Holy cow. So there's a true story for you. Best friend Jamie Garrison, he's a sheriff's deputy, he works with me. So if you don't know, you can have two types of accidents as a cop. You can have contributable or non-contributable. Non-contributable is what you want, because if it's contributable, you're responsible. Jamie, we have take-home cars when I was a sheriff. So Jamie wrecked his take-home car and it was contributable. So he lost his car. He got 30 days suspension, he got a walking patrol. Do you have any idea how hot it is to be in a bulletproof vest, front and back, with a flap? Because with a flap, I mean, you've got the vest, right? Solid piece of steel. Something's burning. I can smell it.
It's not.
Somebody should have eaten the salmon. So Jamie is on a walking foot patrol at US Sample Road US 1, which is kind of the heart of like Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach. There is a car chase going on. I'm with Jamie giving him a break. He's sitting in my car, air conditioner to cool him down. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. There's a car chase. Rule of thumb in Florida is if the city, were you in there for Rick, did you break one in the bathroom? Because something was burning out here. Well, not in the bathroom. No smoking. Go outside and smoke.
Correct.
So Jamie is in my car taking a break. And I said, I got the call. I'm 1 Alpha 305, which is midnight shift. 3 is our district, 5 is the car. And I said 1 Alpha 305, there's a chase. Pompano Beach is going out of their city limits. The county has to take the chase over. So we're responsible for chasing. So I saw the car coming. Jamie looks at me and he goes, just go. I go, I'm not going to keep you in the car. I'll get freaking walking patrol. Just go. They're not going to know. Just go chase him. Let's go chase. Come on, just go. Well, it'll be like the old days. You and I chase him. I said, okay, fine, whatever. I take off after the car. I just don't have good luck. I chase this guy, and this is the charge. So, can I see one of your hats without the glasses? Those of you who are drug addicts should know this. I have a baseball cap. I'm selling you narcotics. When you take the narcotics, I go, hey, thank you. What does that do? It alerts the guys that are the detectives as well as the marked units, because you cannot arrest somebody undercover without marked cars around to tell them that it's a real arrest, that they're not trying to steal your drugs. So guy takes the cap off, this guy's trying to buy crack cocaine, he flees, I pick up the chase. Jamie Garrison's in the car with me. We are chasing this guy over to North Fort Lauderdale into Deerfield Beach. This is where it got bad for me. He went into the Deerfield Beach County Cemetery. I didn't kill nobody. They're already dead. But he did. He went into Deerfield Beach Cemetery, ran into some headstones with this 1998 Pontiac Lachance wagon. In those days, those Lachance wagons were small, but they were solid. Solid like a 77 Caprice Classic wagon. So when he hit a stone, like knocked the corner off. Hit another stone, knocked it over, drove over, tore his car up, kept going. We're chasing him. And it's good to have a partner in the car because I'll call in, I'm driving, they're calling it. Went out for 305 with northbound system. Went out for 305, speeds are now in excess of 100 miles, and we were over 100 miles an hour a couple times. So we get him into a cul-de-sac. So that's it, right? Jamie and I are in the car, we go into the cul-de-sac, he goes right up into this carport and wrecks. Jamie says, I'm gonna go across the car, I'll go this way, you go over here and see if you can't cut him off. Got out, go around, and I catch him at the chain link fence. Chain link fence are all over the floor. Catch him at the chain link fence, it's done, stop. Take him back to my patrol car to take him into custody. Normally, nobody of authority ever comes out. Like lieutenant, captain, my lieutenant is there. And he is in French we would call a ball de fils. You know what it means? Oh. Means a screwball. Ball de fist literally means screwball. It could be something else, but it's a clean shot. I can't use it that language. And then I would have to go to confession, and who knows if Sean will be there. So, needless to say, my lieutenant is there. I'm with the guy, and Jamie is there. And my lieutenant literally walks up, and he always had to think about crossing his arms. All right, what went down? Well, we went here, went this, and he goes, what are you doing here? Well, and Jamie put this show on. Give me a minute, Lieutenant. I heard the call, and I saw the car go by, and I knew Mike had to go after him, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna help out. And I started jogging up US 1, and sir, I swear to you, it was tough with the vest on, but I jogged and I went into a dead run, and I knew they were up north of Deerfield. Hang on a minute, sir. And I came to help him. And my lieutenant, the hand went up. You jogged 7 miles. On a police chase over 100 miles an hour, and you arrived here when he got here. Well, I didn't say I arrived here when he got here. Hang on a minute, sir. He's pulling on his vest and let the heat out, because that's what you do. They pull on your shirt and let the heat out of your vest. And I'm like, this idiot, he was in the car. This guy's running his mouth. I'm like, you shut up, fella. He was in the car. No, he wasn't. You know what you're talking about. The snot. Because in our day, it was like, you've got to learn to behave and stop committing felonies. Now it's, everybody with their cameras, and you can't do any police behavioral therapy. The good old days. We used to leave seatbelts off and then we'd slam on the brakes and be like, go! Oh, all right. Yeah, I bet that metal brake was hard on your face. So, I didn't say I did it, I just was giving you an example. So Jamie tells the lieutenant this true story. So that's what happened. Deputy Lachance, before I take action, are you going to tell me that's what happened? I don't have good feet, sir. I can't do a walk on patrol. Is that the story you're going to tell? Because if that's the story, so here's the thing about if you ever tell a lie, everybody tells the same lie. Don't do it, but in those days we were told if you went to court, everybody tells the same story. Whether it's lie or not, you tell the same story. And I just quietly was like, Okay, So I'm not gonna use the curse word, but he said, let me get this right, you're not gonna change this bull story, and you're sticking to this. That he ran 7 miles, 100-mile-an-hour car chase. I just wanna get this clear in my head, because I have to tell the same story that you're telling, and so if I get burned, like, we understand, Lieutenant. Okay, all right. Is there anything else? Nope. So, yeah, Jamie wrote it that I was in pursuit. And oh, so this, God's honest truth. I got a letter from the mayor of Deerfield Beach banning me from the city. Seriously, my kid, she wrote my sheriff, she's like, Deputy Lachance violated our cemetery by destroying private property and damaged grass and destroyed. If he hadn't have pursued this guy, we would have lost 22 headstones. If he comes into the city limits of Deerfield Beach, he will immediately be taken into custody. And I'm like, you try to pull me over with my police car. No, I will ram you. I'm not stopping. Yeah. You watch Cops, right? You think, is that real? No. What you watch on Cops started in my county. My sheriff started that program. I was on Cops, and it was like, why are there 13 police cars here for a drunk in the ditch? It's part of the Cops program. Fire truck. Do y'all have any idea what it costs when a cop car comes out, the fire truck comes out? I'm just gonna say so we'll get on with the show. Thousands. The fire truck alone, if they go out on a call in Fort Lauderdale, it's $3,000. EMS goes out, it's another $2,000. The minute they leave the station, there's a price tag attached to that call. So if they come out with the fire truck and with the EMS, and then 2 or 3 cops, another $500 per car. So that call for that drunk in the ditch, $6,000 to the taxpayer. Yeah, a little scary. So when you buy your home and you all get married, you're engaged? Well, wait a minute, how does that work? I'm wearing a ring.
I'm already married, so I'm good.
Oh my gosh, you sound like one of my friends in Georgia. The South will rise again. I lived in Georgia 15 years, and I had a guy, I worked at Playtex, oh my God. It just, you know what, how late do you want to stay? So after, I actually, my dad got me a job at Playtex at the factory. I thought I was going to be doing maintenance. Let me show you what I was doing. I put material onto a press. I had a large steam loaded press, and I would go like that, and I would put a die down. It was a 55D double D. Anybody want to just expand on that, what that is?
A lot of fun.
It is that was one side panel. Do you have any idea what the weight? So the weight to lift the die was 8 pounds. So okay, that's one. 2. So the ones that went to Walmart, they got a sticker that said, what is it, value, whatever. But those same material cuts went to Victoria's Secret. So that $23 one at Walmart was $65. Put the label on. But yeah, 55D double Ds were sent to South America. And I was responsible for cutting bras. And the guy in charge of me was a born and bred Georgia boy. And he would come up, how's your mama doing? How's your family? I said, they're all good. How's your ditty? I don't dance. No, your ditty, your mama and your ditty. Don't you have a ditty? If your mama's married, she would be married to a ditty. You mean my daddy? Well, yeah. Yes, he's fine. Thank you. I'm glad we got through that. I don't want to take a half an hour. I heard your brother is, this is true. It's very rude, but I was like, I heard your brother is like applied for a manager's job. He has. I didn't know he had college. He ain't got no college. He don't need no college. You're right, he don't need no college. You hit that right on the head. He don't need no college. So in Georgia, you are required to take 2 semesters of Northern aggression. If you want to graduate, you have to take Northern Aggression 201 and Northern Aggression 202. And the first words out of my professor's mouth, we did not fire the first shot. And for the sake of us that have to go to confession, I'm just going to say what he said. Them sons of bitches come down south. They violated our land. They violated our rights. They tried to take away our workers. What hang on a minute. What'd you call them? Workers. So that's the argument in the South. If you drive anywhere in I-75, you got Confederate flags for days. So it's getting late, so let me get on with it. I don't even know what to do with my cards. Oh, here we go. So Devin, right? Now you get quiet. What's up?
I was just wondering, are you playing with a full deck?
You know, I got splinters in the windmill of my mind. I got an oar on each side of the boat, but they don't spin. If I was a turtle, I'd been upside down all day, baking in the hot sun, looking for help, and Gary, you are of no help. My mama told me you better shop around. So Devin's going to join me in this card game. Who thinks they know that, like, they're going to have me figured out? Some of you who were here for the card game last time, I know there are some who saw the trick. Please, out of courtesy, for those who did not, don't tell them. I know you did the Pollock joke. Oh, I didn't do the Pollock joke, did I?
What?
One more and then we'll get on with the card trick. I promise you, I know it's late, it's Saturday, we're all grown ups. If you need to go, please, it's okay, go ahead and head out. So when I flew to Poland to visit my friend Marcin Novotny, I went to see him, I was there, and on my flight I had, this guy was a down and out devout Hasidic Jew. If you don't know the Hasidics, they wear prayer boxes on their head. They are militant. And on my right was Islamic, oh yeah, I'm serious, Islamic. This one is reading the Torah, this one is reading the Quran. They're reading from right to left because they read backwards, and they got to arguing. Yeah, there were apparently a group of Hasidic Jews going from Jerusalem to Poland to visit Krakow and then to go to the Warsaw Ghetto where the Jews were killed. And I'm like, you don't understand the journey of the Jew. Oh my God, time to get up and move. Anyway, that's for another time. But so Marcin, my Polish friend, he got upset because somebody made a Polish joke. So it's a true story. I said, what is the problem? Why do, and he says in fact all the time. So if you say, Marcin, how are you? In fact, I'm doing fine. Marcin, what are you doing today? In fact, I am working on a chemical experiment with 2 beakers and the probability that there will be success with the following. Okay, stop, you're scared. So I visit Marcin, and he's why do Americans make Polak jokes? And this is not a joke, this is a serious conversation. I said, I don't know, it's just something we do. Okay, well, in fact, I want you to tell me a Polak joke, and I want to know why it is directed at my people. Because that's a diplomatic thing to do, having worked for NATO. Right? You want to go to a host country and go, hey, I've got a joke about your nation. I said, all right, I'll be a good sport. How many bullets does it take to unscrew a light bulb? Anybody? Marcin, just like this. What does it matter how many of those people to, in fact, unscrew a light bulb? 3. Why would it take 3? Because you need 1 person to hold the bulb and 2 to turn the light around. Dude, cheeks were ashen, they turned red, brow crunched up. He looked at me. In fact, this is ridiculous. Why would Americans think we would not unscrew the bulb ourselves? This is crazy. Do you know we are the home of Copernicus, the most famous scientist in the world? And do you know that we do not need 3 people to unscrew a light bulb? You just simply put your hand and you can just turn it. Why do you think we need 3? I'm like, dude, shush. You asked. You asked. Holy cow, talk about a diplomatic fray. Phone calls to the Polish embassy. They wanted to know why it took 3 people. Let me fix it. If you were in Alabama, how many Alabamans would it take to unscrew a light bulb? I'm sorry, I put Pollock in there by mistake. All right, ready for the card trick? All right, honestly, for those of you who've seen this trick, please. Barb. All right. You ready? So Devin is going to play in this game. How many think you got this figured out what I'm going to do? Anybody? Put your money where your mouth is, other than those of you who know the trick. All right, did you just sneeze? Oh. I don't want bird flu. I don't want bird flu. Okay. Pick any card. Sure. Show it to everybody at the table. Did you get 1 card?
Yeah.
All right.
You have enough.
Putting it back. Right? Now's your chance.
That one? Oh,
sorry.
quite that sweet. No, this one's kind of like in the middle. I think.
Sorry, you don't need one. Ask my friend. He don't need no college. You don't need to put the card back. All right, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to channel for a minute because I'm going to tell you what your answer is. All right, do you think I can tell you what your answer is going to be? You think so?
Yeah.
You're sure? of that?
Yeah.
Okay, and if I don't, what's your answer going to be?
Right.
Don't? All right, hang on a minute. I'm going to go write it down. Jackie, who took the marker? Oh, for crying out loud. You know, it's hard to do a show and keep people here for 2 hours when you don't have your stuff together. Who's tired and wants to go home? It's okay. We're all older. I know. I'm ready to take a nap. All right. Devin?
Yes.
Nothing on here. I'm going to write your response down. How long have you been engaged?
Since November?
Well, seconds.
Or something.
Who said or something? Oh, I thought it was like an inside scoop that you were stalling. Did you get the ring? What about the money? Yeah, we'll talk later. Christina,
What?
you work at a bank. You know what to say to her. Get the credit cards in your name. If you're older, most husbands will tell you that the credit cards are no longer in their name. They're in their wife's name.
Correct.
I'm making out my debt. What do you have that for me?
You don't use them.
Is she all right?
No.
Would you like me to call somebody, honey? I don't feel like you're good. You know, we call it Baker's Act in Florida when we have to commit people for mental health concerns. Myers Act is if you're drunk, but Baker's Act is when you've lost your nut. She's just a squirrel in a tree and she doesn't know where to go. Tail up, running around. So I'm going to ask you, because I think I have your card, and your response probably will be, yes, that's my card. Right? You're nervous? That's a tough one. That sounded like high school. No, I don't know what she did when I took her out. Is that your card?
No.
You got your $20. You want me to autograph autograph that, Devin? I know we need to close things up. It's nearing the top of the hour, so I have I got to do Christmas stuff for the Schwan Group. My cousin is here, and it's her mother we're going to talk about, my Aunt Donna. My Aunt Donna was the kind of gal you could call, and you're only going to know this because you've got a family member that's in this boat, right? You call and you say, Aunt Donna, how are you? Well, this morning I made 24 apple pies. I was out picking peaches, and I picked 4 5-gallon drums of peaches. And then I butchered 22 chickens, and this morning I had the grills over, and we cooked beans, and I've been able to get the beans out to the community. And after that, I think I'm going to take John, we're going to go to lunch, and then we'll be back to pick corn. Seething. How about you? I'm at Starbucks having a coffee, and I really haven't done squats since. So, really, I love my Aunt Donna. Linda knows I'm having some funny, but that is my Aunt Donna. I've canned 22, right down the list. I was out in the garden, I killed 6 snakes, she hated snakes. My Aunt Donna kept a hoe on that lawn tractor. It's just a gardener snake, for God's sake. No, she hated snakes. So I bring her up because we would go to Aunt Donna's for Christmas. For those who's familiar, some of you I know are going to see it. Who's familiar with outhouses? I bring that up because we lived in Fort Lauderdale, and in my house I had my own bathroom, my own bedroom. We had washer and dryer in the house. We come to Grandpa and Grandma's, they had no indoor plumbing in the 70s. That is the truth. My cousins can tell you. We would come to Grandma and Grandpa's, and it was like a little house on the prairie. Do you have any water? They had what was that thing called by the, no, the barrel, the rain barrel. We had the rain barrel on the side of the house, and there was a metal thing, and they'd walk over, get it, and take a drink, and I thought, no, yeah, because, yeah, Grandma saved rainwater, wash her hair, and one day I'm wandering around the house at like, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock, and I'm like, well, that's a pantry. And Grandma still using wood burning stove, swear to you. Stove still in the house, did use it at the time through the 70s. Could cook on it like nobody's business. Wander around the house, Grandpa goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm looking for the bathroom. Oh, all right. I don't know where you live. In my world, we do not pee outdoors. So, if you can't get the right answer from Grandpa, what do? Go find Grandma, because Grandma will do right. I go to Grandma. I'm not peeing outdoors, Grandma, and I have to number 2. Grandma walks me out to the outhouse, and why are they all the way out in the back of the frickin' yard? Why are they not by the house? For God's sakes, man. And the outhouse is never in a safe place. It's like the scene out of Friday the 13th. One dog howls over the kosher chef property, and you're walking out there, and it's like, stop! But this town, my God, we don't have any. There's no howling in Florida. And there's the apple orchard you gotta walk past, and Grandpa had junk all over the yard, piles of. He traded in metals, and he kept furs. So he had a shed full of dead animals with blood dripping out of their nose. He's standing there with a leather thing on and a butcher knife. You kids want to go with Grandpa hunt? No. And he never knew my name. I was always frickin' Skipper Pete. Skipper Pete, you want to come here and help me electrocute some worms? I'm sorry, Grandpa. We want to go out in the morning, we'll go fishing. Let's electrocute some worms. Just wait there. I'm going to talk to my mother. Anybody in here electrocute? You guys know what's up. I've never seen it. So my grandpa, putting them in the ground, and I'm thinking, oh my God, somebody call the police. Who electrocutes dirt? So I think plugged it in, and then I had a surprise with the coffee can, and the worms were coming up out of it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, I get it. So I go out to the outhouse, and we were not rich. We had a 2-holer, one medium, one, well, regular. And then it was glass. You know, so you could look out, I don't know what you're looking at. So, you know, you're 10 minutes of. I can't do this. Because I can't see Florida, one thing I couldn't stand was if I went swimming, sometimes if you got far enough out, you can see the bottom of the water. If you were swimming in the ocean, you can't see the bottom. I'm not cool with that. I'd seen Jaws. No, because you've got nothing there to kick. You can't kick him. You know, Jaws is coming for me, I want to kick him. So I'm in the outhouse, I'm sitting on the toilet and trying, like, there's a breeze, which is grossly uncomfortable because if somebody was gonna go, would you not, seriously, would you not get up and be like, stop that? You know, like, I don't understand what you need to knock that off on a punch somebody. I don't want nobody blowing on my behind. Right? You can't, no. Anybody in here, if I come and blow on your behind, are you gonna be okay with that? Show of hands. So tomorrow morning, this will be a conversation. Michael was so, he asked me if I ever did blow on his behind. Paid for that show? Well, really, those of you who've used an outhouse, right? There is a breeze, and in the winter, it is far more difficult to get comfortable on wood. So I dropped trowel, sat down. There are noises, and I just don't, because I had to stay in foxholes in South America, and there are always noises. And when you hear noises, is that a guy coming to kill me? Is it an enemy combatant? Is it a local villager? You know, my
Ex-girlfriend.
It's a rabbit. You know, no, seriously. In the nighttime, you hear stuff. It's like, shh, shh, shh. Okay, that's Friday the 13th. So we know that's not a rabbit. So I'm sitting there, and my grandpa, I mean, God bless him, I love my grandpa's Arlie Haskell, neatest guy in the world. I mean, he taught me hunting, fishing, you name it. That glass? Skipper Pete, are you all right, man? It's taking forever. Any of you comfortable with, you know, this imposing shadow comes over your eyes, and all you see is like the highlights in the moonlight of like cheek and teeth. Are you all right in there? Are you done? Oh my gosh, stop. Not you, but you're all right. I know that look, and she thought I was talking to her. Sorry. All right, dog moment. So needless to say, it's like, oh my gosh, so back to Donna and Christmas. Donna had an outhouse, the white one out back, which never complain to a relative who is over you that you have nothing to do. Don't do it. 9 years old. Hey, Donna, we got nothing to do. Oh, okay. I got each of you a pail. I've got each of you a pail, a cute metal pail. We thought that was cool. We're like, a pail, how wonderful. And then we went out and picked up sticks for 4 hours. So here's where the part of Christmas comes in. Dr. Lawrence. My Aunt Donna, I guess she wanted us to be exposed to the reality of how you live in Nebraska, because we go to the supermarket for food. So she's got all the chickens out, and we're petting the chickens, and we're loving on the chickens, and they're warm, and they're hard to eat. You know where I'm going, but hang on a minute, it gets weird. And stupidly, we're like, I'm naming this one Jane. I'm gonna name that one Bob. And Donna rolls out a stump, she sits on that, she gets us a couple of stumps. My Uncle Dale brings out this freaking, I apologize for using that word, forgive me. Brings out the barrel with the hot water. And what? Yeah, and we thought, oh my, it's so dry here. My sinuses are bleeding, I need some humidity. You know, like before, and we were like, wow, this is fantastic. Finally had Donna's come through for Christmas. She's got the hot water, we're breathing it in, my sinuses are clearing up. We've got the chickens we're being all friendly with, my two brothers and I are like hanging out. And we're just, you know, doing our thing, and it's Christmas, and out like an assassin's blade. She had the most wicked looking, long handle butcher, what do you call it, cleaver, meat cleaver. And she started doing that, 'twas the night before Christmas. Walked to the house. Well, when Santa's on the roof, I'm Donner. I'm Blitzen. I'm Comet. You know, and blood splatter across our faces. Flopping bodies of Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, all these dead chicken reindeer. And she's just humming along, you know, butchering those chickens. We were mortified. I don't know if we came back or not. Oh yeah, because she would wait for us. This is before Epley had gates. They just had a steel door and you walked right out onto the concrete tarmac and the plane's there. My aunt thought it would be there with a little pocket putting her arms crossed. The second time you go after she's had you clean up sticks and butcher chickens, it's like, I'm not getting off the plane. Well, we're gonna wind things down. I have a poem for the Schwans. Oh yeah, for your Christmas thing. We ready? Because they're here for their Christmas party. Yeah, so let's on a serious note, thank you all. I know it's a lot to come up here. I know a lot of you drove some miles. Brent, my cousins have come from the Dakotas. Thank you very, very much for all you did to help us. So the wood tables, Tammy, where's she at? Her husband, her husband Sean, actually handmade those centerpieces. Charcuterie. Very nice. I mentioned because Friends of David City, we put a lot of personal stuff into this. So the music in the park and everything else, helping out with BCAP and they've helped us out. Ken Clymer and all his guys are super generous to the organization. So if you're looking for jazz in the park, if you're looking to help out with the county or the city limits, even if you're living out of the county, we're grateful for anything offer, or you start somewhere you live and connect with us. Our website is www.friendsdavidcity.com. Membership's $25. I'm not updating the website. It's $25 a year. It's $25 a year. But we do a lot for the kids here. So those of you, it's tough to work with people who don't know how to market. Lifetime payment of $25 doesn't work that good. So if you're a local to David City and you're going to have kids at some point, it's something to think about because we did build the kids' park up north of town. We have renovated some of the swings. We have renovated some of the kids' rides and stuff, which is a very big deal. So just some food for thought. If you're local and you want to join and help us out, that'd be great. We're always looking for volunteers. So let's get this poem. Let's call it night. Everybody's getting kind of tired. So I'm sorry, am I interrupting? Turn your hearing aid up.
There's an embassy, she's taking pictures.
'Twas the night before Christmas, went all through the house. Not a creature was stirring. Maybe not your house. But Grandpa had dead gophers, possums, skunks, and squirrels, and that poor mouse knew better than to stick his nose out. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, full of walnuts. You ever get a stocking filled with walnuts, anybody? Oh, look, another walnut. Oh, look, I got a walnut. Oh, look, another walnut. In hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were all nestled, all snug in their beds. We were snug all night because Grandpa ran the oil furnace in the living room, and what little bit of heat got through the kitchen vents wasn't enough to warm the upstairs. While visions of sugar plums danced through our head. Uh-oh, I lost my place. While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, we had walnuts. And Mama in her kerchief, Grandpa in his cap, Grandma never wore a kerchief because she used it to clean her runny nose. And Grandpa had a cap all night, but then he was only warm with his head. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Had just settled our praise for the long winter's nap. Let's see. But out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, Grandpa sprang from his bed to see what was the matter. With his gun in hand, he ran to the window like a flash in his long johns. He jerked the curtains aside, yanked the screen from its place, shoved the shutters out, and dropped the gun out the window into the bed of walnuts. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, his gun and lots of walnuts. When what to his wondering eyes should appear but a miniature, you'll be doing this. Your kids are how old now?
2 and.
It's all right, think about it, it's all right.
I already get my son's 3, but he's not.
Okay, that's all right. Sorry, you've had a drink. Keep up, watch out, see, I'm gonna come over again. How old are your kids, baby?
2.5 and 11 months.
Thank God there's love. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reined chicken deer. I heard Grandpa yell from his bedroom. I thought, "Hey, Santa," Grandpa roared, "get your blank off my grass." With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly or walnuts. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and dumped out walnuts. With a black, well, I need a drink. With a big Hershey almond chocolate bar and small bottles of Seagram 7. Then he turned with a jerk and laying his finger aside of his nose and gave a nod, and up the chimney he rose. He farted so hard and so loud that he flew up the chimney in a smelly dust cloud. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team he gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. Grandpa rushed back downstairs, saw the exchange, then he rushed outside and heard him exclaim, "Walnuts suck." Merry Christmas.